The following portion of Daytime is sponsored by Older Lundy, Koch, and Martino.
The organization Tunnel to Towers is known for helping veterans and first responders across the country. And joining us to share updates on the group's local initiatives is Chris Colon, along with Anthony Martino, partner at Older Lundy, Koch, and Martino, and a strong supporter and sponsor of Tunnel to Towers. Gentlemen, welcome. It's nice to have you here.
Nice to see you.
So, Chris, let's start with you. Can you give us a brief overview of the organization, the mission, and current initiatives?
Yes, I'm honored to share the story of Stephen Siller. It is the Stephen Siller Tunnel to Towers Foundation. Born of 9/11, Stephen Siller, Brooklyn firefighter, morning of 9/11, already finished a night tour, received a call that planes had hit the tower. He calls his brothers to tell his wife, the mother of his 4 children, that he has to go back downtown. Gets to the Brooklyn squad house, the crew was already dispatched, so he grabs 65 pounds of gear, throws in his truck to get back to Manhattan. Gets to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. Unfortunately, all bridges and tunnels are closed. So, not to be deterred, pulls his truck off the side of the road, runs the length of the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel along with other first responders. He did reach the site, but unfortunately gave his life that day, and his body was never recovered. So in honor of his last steps, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation was founded to honor those last steps. And
the legacy is strong with so many initiatives, including locally in Pasco County. You're doing the Let Us Do Good Village. Yes. What is that and how can we participate? So from humble beginnings, helping the orphans and widows of the fallen 343 firefighters, it has grown over the 20 years to include fallen first responders, police, 9/11 dispatchers, and critically injured veterans and fallen warriors. So a generous family donation of 65 acres in Pasco County was donated to the foundation. And Frank Siller, our CEO, had a vision that what if we had them all in a village? So it is the only village of its kind in the nation. 96 mortgage-free homes will be built, 20 of which will be what we call smart homes, so custom tailored to each of our critically injured veterans' special needs. And there's an application process for the veterans and first responders? Yes, more often than not, the foundation will reach out to them. We have some local fallen deputies here in the greater Florida, Tampa Bay area. They get to stay in their home if they like to, but nationwide, they can choose to come to the village and move their family here to Florida. How can we support you? Do you have any fundraisers coming up? So I am fortunate enough to be the race director for a local 5K called the Tunnel to Towers Trinity Pasco. We are up in the Trinity, Newport Richey area. The 5Ks are special for us. It's not just a race, but it's a remembrance. So firefighters show up and run in their gear. Mine is Saturday, October 28th at 8 a.m., Starkey District Park in the Starkey Ranch area. So police will run in their gear, firefighters will run in their turnout gear. It's a solemn opening for us, but it is still a celebration of life, and it's just a great event. So if you have time, Saturday, October 28th, and I believe we have a downtown tower climb October 21st as well. Very nice. I know that you, Anthony, are sponsoring the 5K. Why is it important to you to do that and to support Tunnel to Towers?
Well, as Chris just explained, it's a way to honor those that keep us safe, particularly at risk to themselves, and then ultimately to support them and their families when they suffer that sacrifice and the consequence of keeping us all safe.
All right. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate your time and everything you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And if you'd like to learn more, you can visit olderlundylaw.com/giving. Daytime will be right back.
The preceding portion of Daytime was sponsored by Older Lundy, Koch, and Martino.